Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Chantelli, and today I'm going to do a video about PTSD. First thing, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. I have done a little bit of research here. I went through some of my old psychology books and also looked online. So I'm going to kind of explain a little bit about what PTSD is and how it affects you, and as well I'm going to explain to you how it affects me because I do have PTSD. So let's start by basically PTSD. It is triggered by a tragic or terrifying event. So anything, it could be a natural disaster, it could be SA, it could be that you have been to war. However, I did see online, and I believe it said in one of the older DSMs that the death of a family member doesn't count, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a weird thing. I don't know if that's in the new DSM or not. I was unable to find the info. I wanted to try to get the definition out of there so that way I could be more factual, but I figure what I've seen in my books is pretty factual or wouldn't be in there. So the symptoms of PTSD can actually last for months to even years. Symptoms are grouped into 4 types of symptoms, which are intrusive memories, negative changes in thinking and mood, avoidance, and changes in physical and emotional reactions. Alright, so symptoms of intrusive memories can include reoccurring nightmares and thoughts about the event, reliving the event, flashbacks, severe emotional stress to a reminder or trigger of the event. Okay, symptoms of avoidance can be avoiding thinking or talking about the event, and also avoiding places and people that remind you of the event. Alright, symptoms of changes in physical and emotional reactions can be frightened easily, looking out for danger, self-destructive behavior, trouble sleeping or concentrating, aggressive and angry outbursts, and overwhelming guilt or shame. Alright, so then we've got symptoms of negative changes in thinking and mood can include negative thoughts about oneself or other people, hopeless about the future, memory problems, difficulty having close relationships, feeling detached from family and friends, lack of interest in things you once enjoyed, and struggle to feel positive emotions and can feel numb at times. So there's a little bit about PTSD and what type of symptoms one can have when they suffer from the disorder. Now I'm going to explain to you how PTSD affects me. The first thing I'm going to talk about is I have totaled 2 vehicles. So I've been in 2 really bad accidents. Luckily, I did not get harmed, and I got injured slightly in the first one, but not so much in the second one. But it wasn't anything bad, you know. I healed pretty quickly. Anyhow, so now driving is actually a trigger for me, to the point that I hardly ever leave my house. Like, honestly, like, rarely. I only leave if I have to. So if I have to go to the grocery store, if I have to take one of my sons somewhere, if I have to go to doctor's appointments, that's it. That's the only reason. Well, sometimes I do go to the pool, which is pretty close to our house, though. So that's about it, though. Like, at least if it's driving, I go on walks and stuff. But anyhow, yeah, driving is a big trigger for me. Almost, actually, it is so bad, like, because when I'm behind the wheel, basically, I'm in flight or fight mode, like, the entire time. So I'm basically, like, a nervous wreck, you know, but technically they would call that flight or fight mode, I believe. Anyhow, yeah, it's to the point that I actually had planned to go back to school this fall. And then I had been trying all these medications out with my doctor. Absolutely none of them were helping with my anxiety at all. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to go. I'm not. Like, I decided I'm just not going to go. I cannot put myself through that to where I'm just constantly, like, in this fight or flight mode because it's an hour drive out there. So that's an hour drive there, an hour drive back. And it's way out in the country, the school that I'm going to. So Yeah, but however, I'm happy to say that that only lasted for a couple weeks, and after I thought about it, I was like, you know what, this is actually super, super important to me, and I'm gonna go. I cannot change schools to a closer school for the simple fact that I have already gone out there, and I'm actually like a senior. Well, I'm in senior classes. I have 3 semesters left, so I will be done next December. I'm going to go back, and I've decided, I've talked to my therapist, and what she has told me to do, and I'm going to take her advice, is ride out there a couple times. You know, take the drive out there a few times, and I'll let you guys know how it works. I'm definitely going to try it out in hopes that on the first day of school, I won't be so nervous driving out there, because I'm already going to be nervous about being in public, because being in public is also another trigger for me, for the simple fact I don't like to be around a lot of people, and I'm kind of scared of people. I don't trust people. I've been through so much trauma. I've had so many people do so many bad things to me that I honestly don't trust people, and it's kind of sad. Like, that's just why I have 2 friends, literally 2 friends I've known for years, and they know who they are, but that's it. Like, other than that, I don't have any other friends, because I just don't. I can't. Like, I don't date. I don't do any of that stuff. Like, I stay to myself. I feel like I kind of live in this little bubble. Another thing, one of the other symptoms on there was, you know, negative thinking, negative self-talk. And I have done that so many times, and I do, like, I'm actually my hardest critic. I'm the hardest on myself. So if I don't, and I think I said this in another video, but I have a saying that I made up, a phrase that I go by in life, and it's, if you cannot idolize yourself, it is time to make changes. And clearly, I was unable to do that back in February whenever I had my relapse. And I knew it's time to make some changes. Because I have, like I said, I have been in treatment for the last 3.5 years, and I've made those changes, but I had to make a decision to not mess my life up anymore. And that's what I'm working on. That's why I'm going back to school. I want to get my credentials so that way I can help people with substance abuse issues and also trauma issues. But anyhow, back to the PTSD. So yeah, so I do have some negative self-talk, and I do avoid, like, avoidance. They say you avoid places and things that trigger you. That's driving for me. And it's unfortunate because I have to drive. I don't live in an area where there's any type of public transportation. So anywhere I go, I have to drive. That's just kind of how it goes. What else? Let's see. It also says you couldn't make close relationships, and I absolutely, definitely am unable to do that. I mean, I can, obviously, I do have a few people that are close to me in my life, such as, like, my family, you know, and my couple friends that I have, you know, but yeah. And my dogs. I love my dogs. I love animals. Animals definitely are great for me. Yeah, definitely love animals. They help me out so much. Having my dog has helped me, like, he's just helped me through so much. It's been so awesome. What else do we got here? I was kind of, self-destructive behavior, definitely. I have definitely had that as well, with my substance abuse, and, I actually, back when I was in high school, I did do, trigger warning here, but I did do some, self-harm before I found drugs. And then drugs didn't hurt, and they made me feel good, so to me that was better. That's why I did them. I did them to self-medicate, to make myself feel better. It was about my mental illness, and it came about back in high school is when I first got diagnosed with major depressive disorder, and then the PTSD came a little bit later. But yeah, it's been rough. Things have not been easy for me, but like I said, I've done my best, and I've made a lot of mistakes. A lot of these mistakes, I feel that they do have a lot to do with my mental illness, and it sucks. It's kind of scary because, like I said, I have done this before in life, to where I got sober, I got clean, I did good. Like, for 3 years straight, I was clean. And like I have said in other videos, unfortunately ran into the wrong person, just went through a lot of stuff, and my mental health was not in a good space. So unfortunately, I got back to using, And that was just not good. And it sucks. I wish I didn't make that decision. Um, it's just so scary. I just hope and pray that I do good from this point on. I know I'm making the right decision by going to college. I know that over time I'll get used to it. It'll be rough for me at first with the anxiety. I'm not used to doing schoolwork. I don't even know how to write a paper anymore. And like I said, I'm coming in here to senior level, so all these people have been in school for years, and I'm just starting back out again. But it's okay. I have faith in myself that I can do it. Looking back at my grades from the first school I went to when I got my associates, I got mostly all A's and 2 B's and 1 C. That's pretty good. I was on the president's list there. I did actually really, really good. And I was really happy at that time in my life. And I feel that way again. It has been so long. It's awesome to feel that way again. This is why I don't talk to people and why I don't trust people, because it was another person that influenced me to use again, and it wasn't me going out and looking for it. So yeah, that's why I stay away from people. Honestly, I don't, and it sucks because I can't meet new friends, because I can't trust people, because I don't know. I don't want to be influenced ever again in a bad way like that. Because I don't know if I can trust myself to make the decision not to do it. I feel like I can, but I also felt like that before and slipped up again. So, yeah, it's definitely very unfortunate. I wish I did not make those decisions. I just want to tell you guys out there, just think about it, man. If you're sober and you're around somebody that's influencing you, think about it, look back to my video and realize that I allowed somebody to influence me, and it took me 7 years now to get back to school. So, a 7-year detour. And I learned a lot of stuff in those 7 years. I've learned that I can't trust people. I've learned that. Alright guys, sorry about that. The video cut off on me for some reason. But where was I? So yeah, I was saying that, yeah, I've learned that I can't trust people. I've learned that I'll probably never date anybody again. Yeah, so anyhow, but that was just a rough period of my life that I put myself through, I feel. So, in a sense, yes, I have these mental illnesses, but I also have to take responsibility for my own actions in my own life. I'm the only person that can make my life good or bad. And from this point on, I'm focused on making it good and being positive, as I am overall most of the time. But when my depression was so bad, it was definitely, I had no hope. One of the other symptoms on there was feeling numb, and I felt numb almost this whole year. I mean, the first 4 months of this year, I did, and it sucked. It was not fun. PTSD is not fun. The symptoms for me, they have lasted for years. I have not recovered from them yet. I don't know if I ever will. I hope one day I will. We'll see. Hopefully going to school will help with that, because I'll be focused on my work and going to class 5 days a week. So I'll be busy, and it'll be nice. It'll be helpful. But anyways, so I think that's pretty much the video. I appreciate it if you guys watched it. I don't know, give it a thumbs up if you like it. Share it if you want, if you think it'll help anybody. And yeah, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching my videos. And I hope this turns out somewhat decent, because like I said, I know I've said before, I don't know how to edit, but hopefully I can put 2 videos together. But I don't know if you'll have that jump cut there, so I'm sorry about that. My camera, I don't know why, but it likes to stop recording for whatever reason. And doesn't even look too focused right now. That's why I don't like autofocus on it. Hopefully I'll get used to using it a little bit better. Alright guys, I hope you guys have an awesome day. And remember, do not let people influence you negatively. I know it's hard, but it can cause havoc on your life, and it's not worth it. It really isn't. So if you're in a good place, if you want to be in a good place, you have to get away from negative influences. It's just a must. It's the only way you will get better. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good day, guys. Bye.